Hey, Kafka. Okay, first thing I need to do, change my movement to run. Because the game requires it. Parasite Eve 2 is just... It does not play the same as Parasite Eve 1. Ah! This one is largely more this is less RPG element oriented is the best way to describe it. Like, that's the biggest difference. Like, I would compare this game more to not to Final Fantasy, but to, like, Resident Evil 1 or 2. And in this because this is any percent from, brand new city, like, no new game plus stuff. No, I don't want that. I tried playing Fall Guys earlier today. It wasn't fun for me, so between that and playing, like, I did play Stardew Valley earlier as well, and but I didn't really like. I felt like I played an hour of Fall Guys. I did not enjoy myself, so rather than worry about it, I gave myself a few minutes to, put myself back together, because Fall Guys is not something I'm a fan of. That's okay. Like, I just can't stream. It's just not the kind of game that I can stream. Like, I prefer this, where it's like, when I'm making mistakes, they're my mistakes, not because of anything else. But anyways. First half hour is largely... There's... It's about... Oh. And this is what happens when, for whatever reason, it... No, friggin' heck. No, I want that item. Luckily, we're still... Like, this isn't the major time loss. No, there is, MP, which functions as your MP. BP, which functions as your currency in the game. We only go shopping, like, no, 3 times. And XP is used to buy your Parasite powers. There we go. And basically, it's the, if you run away from an encounter, like, that's an encounter, but I haven't engaged it yet. If I engage it and run away, then I lose 10 BP. Which, over the course of the speedrun, losing 10 BP is, you know, preferable. I'm just not gonna, like, just reset my speedrun just because of what happened there, because BP is, like, bounty points, I think is the official term. It's basically because obviously monsters can't just drop money. Wait, no, I'm not. This is why we need to do regular playthroughs. So what that did is it opened up the escalator in the area we're actually heading to right now. Like, this is by no means gonna be a PB run. Okay, yeah, no, this game is more action-oriented. Like, there's no, like, turn bar for you in this one. It's a lot more real-time-ish, you might say. Grab the grenade rounds. I don't know why there's just random grenade rounds there, but whatever. Yeah, are we on PB pace? Absolutely not. But also, that's not something we can really determine this early in it. On account that this is... World record is an hour 33. But I'm playing it today because I have to practice it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Because if I don't practice it, I'm never going to actually get better at it. Like, I'm a solid 30 seconds behind that I cut because I made minor mistakes. But at worst, they're minor mistakes. Run away. Ah. Crap. I can't get the quick kill because I messed it up on the environmental damage. There we go. Well, come on, just die. There we go. If you get each of the power lines as you pass them, It does like 200 damage to him. He's got about 1,000 to 1,100 health. And the last, the steam vent thing does about 500. So in general, as long as you're, like, maintaining that, and you're able to, like, get all the environmental damage, he dies faster because he's taken more damage, because, like, my shots were doing maybe, 20 damage per hit. And also, if I hadn't grabbed the ammo, this is the other important part, then I actually would have been guaranteed not to survive. Because I would not have enough ammo to deal the damage needed to kill him. That's why I grabbed that ammo early on from the unlimited ammo boxes. It's literally just as a safety thing, because it means that I can take those extra shots, like I did, and still kill him. Picking up ammo, because it just makes it life easier later. Kefka, if you played the first Parasite Eve game, the basic premise of this one is that Aya is part of an FBI specific task force designed to fight the same monsters that were in the first game. You go to the tower because there's reports of those monsters showing up, and then you find that golem guy. And the implant that we got from the person that had transformed actually had sand in it, so they're like, you should go to the desert. There might be more hit information there. Ah! Yeah, the one thing I dislike about this game is the tank controls, where it's like, up is always forward kind of deal. All right. He gave us a key. Like, unfortunately, as this is a late 90s Square Enix game, it does fall into a lot of the traps that RPGs did in that time, like forcing backtracking to, like, artificially extend the game. I mean, the good news about the game that makes it so it's not even longer is that all the cutscenes, if it is a cutscene, you can just hit start and skip it. But yeah, like, the easiest thing that we can do whenever we engage anything is just like what we're doing, which is to run the fuck away. You know, there we go. Come on. These dog horse things come over here. Their entire weakness is that they cannot immediately stop. Alright, this is gonna be... Ah! Crap, crap, crap! The problem is that because these happen at the beginning of transitions, if you're casually playing the game, you would have no reason to assume that there's anything going on there. Like, it's only because we're speedrunning the game, and usually it's still because you have to, like, start turning before you actually, before the screen transitions. It can be irritating. Come on, I need the other one to come in here. There we go. That's what we want. More cutscenes, more cutscenes. Like, this is a very amusing speed run. Like, if you actually have no clue what's going on and you don't care what's going on. So, we are going to use that tablet. Because, like, the problem is that in a supposed, like, perfect speedrun, and, like, the, emulator version does this, they're able to dodge those perfectly every single time, but again, tank controls, This is actually an item we're not gonna take. We do that just because, in my opinion, the amount of time we have to lose from seeing the screen where it shows the XP and BP and everything anyways, on top of the fact that we have to dodge those insects. It's just we don't get a lot of times where we actually get those sort of accurate positions. Good. This is an item we want. Basically, the reason we have to do that fight the way we do it is because he's ready to charge as soon as the fight begins. So, like, if we don't, his response is to charge us immediately, which is no bueno. Like, see, these are ones where we're just not going to fight him. There's no real reason to. Just not. Nope. Is that there's a shelter in the desert that we will eventually need to get to. If we had gone there originally, that item wasn't there yet, because it has to, like, spawn. Again, same enemies as before, we're still not fighting them. I don't know how that door got locked in that time frame. Unless it's... Ah, crap. No, nope, I don't want that. I need to use the item. Oh, Kefka, thank you! I appreciate that sincerely! Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. There we go. Yeah, those are ones we take out because they're easy to. We'd have to see the screen anyways. But yeah, no, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Made my day. That is an enemy we are most definitely running from because he hurts. That's completely understandable. I will always appreciate subs. I will never demand or request them. Absolutely not. Alright, so huzzah, there's more enemies here. Let's move around them. We're gonna actually go in here. This is completely optional. Ah! But this is going to actually help us in the final boss. The item we just got is called a vinyl pouch. What it does is it increases the number of items we can have attached to a piece of armor. As we are never going to actually change armors in the speedrun, that's completely okay. But yeah, largely the reason we do that is because we want to have the extra item slot for the final battle so that, like, one more restorative can mean that, you know, we're not gonna die. We are still not gonna fight these things because they are just irritating. But unfortunately, we still have to deal with this guy. So that's why this is why we healed. So we could take these hits. Because we can take about one more hit from him. I take out the bats because I go this direction each time anyways, so now this is a fight we can take. Nope. The reason we take it now is basically because we might as well. More or less with that fight, the fight's going to be the same when we come back there this time. And come on. Just cycle through all the text. And boop! So yeah, now the enemies would still be here if we hadn't taken them out. We took them out with some very specific pyroblast shots because we were able to one-shot them. We take the monkey wrench from here. We are going to heal one more time, but we're gonna do it after we make one final trip into the well. Well, one final trip during the day, I should say. Dude's still there. Still take one hit. Which is okay, because once we're running away, he cannot catch up to us. As long as we are continually moving, they can't really hit us, which is fantastic. So our next step is we're going to prepare for the next fight. We're going to use a recovery 2. We're going to attach this. Did I not get a recovery 2, an MP boost 2 from the other thing? Oh. I'm still good. I can do this. What we are going to do is get the first level of energy shot for now. Because as you can see, that has also recovered our MP. I don't know how we missed it, but we should still be okay. Yeah, no, we've already confirmed that the next fight, the burner fight, we don't need it for. There we go, back up. Oops! I'm sure that there's spots, like, I'm gonna have to do more testing on the fight. Because I know that there's got to be at least a spot where I can get more than just one hit in. Come on. Come on. Grab me, grab me, grab me, grab me, grab me. Take it. Quick kill, quick kill. Ah, come on. There we go. We still killed him. He's another boss that has a quick kill when he's within about 100 health or so. What happens is that, when he's... Ah, no, I don't want that. There we go. Well, what happens is that if you have at least one MP and he has that much less health, rather than having to take an entire another hit to kill him, you will actually use your pyro attack while being choked by him, and it'll kill him. But since that didn't work, our next response was to do it the proper way. Now this coming up is the exact reason why we picked up the ammo. Because between the runners, and the things that we've shot already, we would be at basically 0 ammo. So what we are doing at this point just trying to kill these guys as quickly as possible. And what we are going to do next is, yep. What we're also going to do is go in here, grab, wait. Oh, I did have it. Oh, okay, so I did have it. I was just incorrect. Okay. I thought that the MP Boost 2, I didn't have it. And that made me upset because there's a fight coming up where it will be really helpful. Let's see. Yes, there is bats here, but we're not going to fight them just... Come on, no! That's just a time loss there in general. We're doing pretty good in terms of, the expected time it would take. Yes! And now we get to find out about another enemy. Similar to the one that was underground. However, these we're just not going to fight at all. Because, no. Lend me a car. Okay, but you need to get gas for it. Here's some convoluted method to get a gas can for it. Okay, I guess. These are actually different ones than the ones from before. If you had killed the first ones, these ones would still be here, so... Bleh. Let's see if I can get the... Come on! Yes! There's like a few pixels difference there where if you don't get it just right, what actually happens is you will engage a fight there, which is just more time lost. Like, this is a fight we have to... Ah! Like, that's the only reason why we would have done that earlier, but like... In general, fighting bats is just time-consuming and annoying, so we're not really wanting to do that. Yeah, I know. I thought I was going to get hit by that too. So, the next place we're going to go is in here. There's a puzzle where... Casually, this puzzle is annoying, and, like, I had the player's guide the first time I played the game, so I was lucky. But, like, it's the ages of Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp at the, specifically at the, gunfight at the OK Corral, which is 30 and 33. Like, there's a bunch of pictures that you're supposed to look at, and it's just... Like, it's basically a puzzle where you'd have to casually be checking everything to know what you're looking for there. Like, because there's Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp and gunfight at the OK Corral stuff in the town here. Now, this is an item where we are going to actually pick it up because even though it is optional, it is one of the only things that we ever get in the game that gives us damage resistance. Like, eventually, just for yucks, I might do a casual run of this game just to show how it plays without doing all of this stuff. Because normally by now you'd be about, I'd say, 3 to 4 hours into the game. Depending on how, I always do that. I don't know why. It always messes with me. But whatever. Important thing is that we got the gas can. We're gonna go and fill it up now. And unfortunately, there are more enemies here that are unavoidable. There we go, the first one. And there we go, both of them down. So now it's important that we use the jerry can. That turns it into gasoline. Yeah, we are. We're gonna pick up Necrosis 1 here. Because it is an upcoming item that we will need in the upcoming boss fight, which should happen within about 1 to 2 minutes. And also, there's still these dudes. And Necrosis is the... This is why they're time-consuming. But Necrosis does a fantastic area damage. And we went for that fight for a very specific reason. As you can see now, this has got no more battles. Yes, we want to buy the grenade pistol. Yeah, I know it's not required, but in terms of ensuring that everything goes through, I like making sure that I can get 5 packs of grenades. Again, I will eventually be looking a lot... More bats. This time we have no reason to fight them. The remaining shopping that we will actually do in the game will not require that fight. I can do the fight before, because that actually has a specific reason. And I am ignoring your pun because I'm going to groan at it if I don't. But what happens is that we need to buy the grenades because... So now we're going to do all of our final preparations. We're going to start with this grenade pistol. We're going to move our recovery 2s over. As well as our holy water. We don't have enough for that, but we do have enough for this. So we will. Let's see, do we have everything else? So, it is now nap time. Cutscene, 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 cutscene. These are a lot more interesting, like, because Aya actually has like some history with trauma. There we go. So now that we've gotten that onto him, that was the first thing. Next up is energy shot. And apparently necrosis has already gone down on him, so we need to back up. Basically, if we try to cast necrosis from here, even though we know that we are technically in range, because of the fact that the game doesn't like us for that, we have to be in this screen. No. We have to be on this screen basically in order to get it. Necrosis does a fantastic amount of damage. It does it continually. There we go. But once again, we have to be careful. We have to go just close enough to necrosis. Because necrosis also helps by interrupting him. I need to heal, because otherwise I'm going to take damage. Like that. Okay, can I get one more necrosis in? No, I cannot. And boss down. And we're on the correct side, at least as far as I'm concerned. Because there are two bosses coming up where we need grenades for them. And it can be any kind of grenade, is the important point. And there's what we need, which is the truck key. We are actually almost at the end of disc 1. It is unlikely because they technically did with a game called The Third Birthday. But the reason why it was not called Parasite E3 was because apparently they did not wish to do things. As far as I've been made aware, it was because they didn't want to have to do an entire new contract for copyright stuff. I don't know for sure. That's not my deal. I just know that they called it The Third Birthday instead, and it was it was for the PSP. It is honestly, unfortunately, a game I cannot recommend. And it really makes me sad that I can't recommend it. Because I enjoy, like, a cover shooter with really weird mechanics. And it did not feel RPG, like, as an RPG at all. It didn't even really feel like a Parasite Eve game. And yes, we are. And we're done disc 1. Yes, I wish to switch to disc 2. Like, unfortunately, like, I can't even put an ad anywhere in this speedrun. There is no place that I can do that. So basically, we got attacked. Oh, wow, Okay, so we're just gonna use this straight up now. Come on. There we go. First one has to be grenaded. And now these ones do not. And whoop! Ha! Go over the edge. This is my favorite part of the game. Because you can hear them as they go, no! No! Oh. Then that happens. But we're just going to continue practicing because I'm not like... yeah, here we are. Because I need to get better at it. Now, this save I have is actually just before the, yeah, it is... Oh, I get no yeah. This is a save I just made? No, it's not. But it's close. And we're going to continue playing because I need to get better at that and figure out the exact moments to do it. So luckily, we're just going to redo the burner boss, who is right here. Necrosis 2. Energy shot. Luckily, this fight is, kinda, yeah. It's the same, it's a similar mechanic. But for this boss, it's also important because Necrosis interrupts his attacks, like the damage it does, which means we take a lot less attacks from this boss because of it. But what we are going to do is... Yeah, I didn't expect to be able to do anything there. Oopsie. Because unfortunately, the bosses of this game are not exactly the most creative fights. He's got about one hit. No, one more grenade now left. Why aren't you dead? There we go. Yeah, no, Necrosis is a lot more valuable to interrupt his attacks than it is to anything else. Because if he's like in the middle of flaming, it'll protect us from that as well. No, we have enough to take that one hit that we're gonna take. Like, that's good there. That's completely okay. That fight is basically unavoidable because of their positioning, but it doesn't really matter. He gives us the truck key. Like, we're continuing it at this point because we need the practice. And the practice that we need is largely for the second disc. Because, like, for example, if I was to just restart my speedrun right now, like, all the stuff up to this, we already know I can do. The two issues that we have is this part, and then putting it together with the other one. So we're going to do something that makes more sense. And, I mean, we're not going to have a timer, because the run's already dead, but this is the parts where we need to practice anyways, like with the upcoming bosses, and more specifically with the final boss, like and again, we're not fighting those because there's absolutely no need to. We are now going to have to, however, heal. The reason we have to is because we will not heal just because we go to disc 2. Ah. Yeah, sometimes it's the aiming is very specific too, so ah. Oh, that is interesting. Disc 2 technically I don't know what the tech is for it, but like we didn't need to switch back to disc 1. We wait till he stops. And now we do this. Because there is a lot of them. And the issue is that if we don't do it last minute, we will actually, like, he can actually stop himself. Like, I got proud, and I took a death because of it. That's what happened. As you can see, there's a lot of them. This is supposed to be a hard fight. But in the speedrun, we're just going to do this because this is so much easier. I think that's all of them. Yep. Those are rifle ammo and a pistol ammo that we will no longer be using. So let's start the timer from here. You know, now that we've gotten past that part. Just to see how far we can still get. More gremlins, we're gonna just move around them. This game loves its prompts that you need to trigger in order to do things. Like, I need to do that, or the thing I'm gonna do when I go back here doesn't actually happen. I need that specific prompt that it looks like it's a deep gorge. Because I could come over here otherwise, but the item I need to get, the game won't let me get it. I'll just be like, oh, that's a nice board. Down here. Right here. This... The game won't let you take it for whatever reason. Like, it needs to have that trigger, and I'm just like, okay. And we're just dodging these guys again. Because again, at this point, we do a total of 2 more buys from shops in the game period. And one of them is literally... The one of them is just before the final boss, and the other one is to make sure we have enough grenades for the remaining fights. But this is the power of necrosis. And then sometimes it misses one. Ooh, MP boost 1, that's right. That's why we do that fight. Because it just makes this what's coming up next a lot easier. So is it this one first? I can't remember. We'll find out. Which means... it should be this one then. There we go. So we have... so we're gonna have to move these over. Because we may need them. This is a boss that I specifically need to practice for. Because there is no way at this point to have the number of grenades you would actually need in order to come on, there we are. Boom! Necrosis. There we go. Which was completely unnecessary, but... no, we don't care about the handgun because we do not use it. Come on. He's right there. Come on, buddy. Oh, he's gonna run away. That's okay. Need to make sure we have a grenade loaded. Ah, he still got me. That's what I wanted. Ah! That's what I was hoping against. See, I ran out of grenades. This is why I want to practice this. Unfortunately, we are basically, the problem is that in order to do that fight, well, what you have to do is, you have to shoot at the barrels, because the barrels will explode. And when the barrels explode, they do 400 damage to the boss. That's what you want. And at this point, you either have to have grinded a bunch of extra fights, or oh, I got taken out. That's Burner Boss has a bunch of attacks like that. Where he can just... He has a lot of attacks that use his size to his advantage, is the best way to describe it. If you get hit by that, it flattens you. Nope, we need to... There we go, because we need to have enough to necrosis him on phase 2. For whatever reason. There we go. And there we go, boss dead. But the two parts that I'm trying to practice right now are... The first part is with dodging the runners. And the second part is that boss. That big runner boss, because... Otherwise, you're just gonna have the same issue every time. Like, actually, I might as well do it, because if it gives me a bit of extra safety, it will depend on if Douglas lets me actually do shopping from him. Because what's normally supposed to happen is that he actually gives you a gun, one of the cooler guns in the game, but absolutely pointless. Let me see, can I talk to you? Yes, 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 I know. Oh, you're not gonna actually let me buy anything, are you? Nope. Okay. Well, like, yeah, that's the point. Like, I want to be able to do this. Like, one of the things I'm gonna do is actually swap over to the M93R again. Because that first runner that we do have to kill, what I am going to do with him instead is smack him with my fire spell and then peg him down. Because the problem is that the runner boss, I think his name is like Blizzard, is that the problem with him is that he has 2 phases. And basically, until you've completed the first phase, you can't actually damage his phase 2. But like, what you're usually trying to do is avoid using the barrels, or use only one of them in the first thing around. So we're gonna move this over to here. We're not gonna have the protein capsule yet. We are, however, going to move this over here just in case. Because every grenade I can save is another grenade that I'm going to be able to use on the Blizzard boss. And like, I'm just trying to practice this so I can be doing it as efficiently as possible, and knowing where like the limits are for what I can get away with. Because what we're gonna do this time come on. No! There we go. That's what I wanted to do instead of grenading him. Because I'm sure if we wanted to, we could spend the time grinding all the BP for the grenades for these guys. But that would still take a lot of time, and we're trying to go fast. See, that's... yeah, like, we want to go fast. That's the entire point. That's why we do it like this, because this is the fastest we can do it. Like, normally, when you're doing this for the first time, the game doesn't really make it obvious that this is a thing you can do. There we go. That's... once they've stopped coming, that's when we can assume that they're done. And now we are going to move back to the grenade pistol before we forget. We're going to move the air burst over. There we go. Yeah, like they have to have built up speed, because when they build up speed, that's when they push you. And like they tackle you and they actually make your character leave her feet. Like, since we're not actually speedrunning this now, I just want to show this is the silly thing. Like, you can still do this. But if you come over here, it just says there's a large board. You can't take it. It's like, oh, there's a nice large board here. And like, that's great, but like, I'm gonna need that board. Like, the trigger I need is actually where she looks down and goes, that's a heck of a drop, kind of deal. Like, she won't, despite the fact that she is considered a member of the FBI, which means that she has to have the FBI level of fitness, because she is a field agent, she cannot make that jump. And you have to specifically have it so that you see just how wide it is. Yeah, there's nothing in there, otherwise I would have grabbed it. Like, this part is easy, it's the boss itself that's going to be annoying as heck. Because the boss likes to run around. And there we go. Now the reason we fight the bats once we put the board down is because it gives us an MP boost item. And MP boost items, especially in a speedrun, are always welcome. But since we don't really have a plan for this one, we're gonna use it for this next boss. Yeah, like, and this time we did get them all. Fantastic. So it should be this one. Oh no, it's okay. I read that and then I read the pun, and that's where my brain stopped. So we're gonna move this out of there because we're just gonna use the recovery 2 right now. Like, you can talk as little or as much as you want. I will respond to people that speak, like to people in my chat. But like, otherwise this is technically still practice for a speed run. So here's where we get tricky. So what I'm gonna do is I want to start off by energy booming. As you can see, this area is at this point I'm going to try. No, that's fair. I'm not. There we go. Boom! Oh my goodness. Fine. There we go. Like, I don't like that that took 2 grenades. We do not pick up the handgun because we actually, now that we passed that one point, we don't ever use guns. See, the reason we have to be careful is because I will, every single time, I would much rather take some, time loss than that sort of thing. Oh, come on! See, this is why I need to practice this. Straight up. Okay, so no, we're still gonna try to get as many of the barrels as we can. It's like, there we go. Still have one more barrel. And we definitely want to put necrosis on him. You have to... he has to be, like, basically right beside the barrel. Oh, right, we need energy shot now. And somehow, like, this boss gets away with so many attacks that are just, I will consider grossly unfair. MP boost 1. Yeah, see, we're out of the regular grenade now. Yes, and like we literally had I'm gonna show just how few grenades we have left at this point. We were down to 3 airburst. And I point that out because, you know, we had to do a reset when we didn't have enough. And, you know, the entire point is to go with as low... Yeah, okay, come on. Are you gonna come over here? Nope. Okay. Not dealing with you then. Gave them a chance. They didn't come. So I believe the answer... No. Is top and bottom. Yes. Because gate 1 is that first door there. And gate 2 is the one that's in the thing. Like, no, we're just not dealing with you. But yeah, the reason that fight is hard is because it's hard in general. You know, just to know that those are the mechanics that you need to do. But in a speedrun, because you're trying... Basically, if the boss isn't close enough to the barrel when it explodes, he doesn't take damage from it. And with it doing 400 damage, every time that happens is another time that we're stuck, basically. Because we're just straight up missing out on damage at that point. That'll be locked, so we're not even going to worry about it. What we are going to do, however, is go into here. And so the expectation is, and this is why we go to the armory next, is that the expectation at this point is that we are either very low or straight up out of grenades. So we got the... Now there's a box that has 8 grenades in it. That's great. And we have 4 grenades from the boss himself. Those are... I don't even know what they're actually called. They're just slug enemies. Normally when you kill them, they give you a lot of MP back, but they silence you, and when you touch them, they drain your MP. So, fun times. That's the parking that we have to make sure we unlock later. Because if we don't, we will be stuck. Now, this door here, there is actually... It requires a special key card. Let's bye. Because this is also specifically, we're also going to make sure we load back into our regular grenades. Actually, crap. No, we need to go use. Because... we're still going to get a full playthrough done today. That's not changing. Okay, so we can... So we go right at that point instead. Because we need to get to the sterilization room. So this is the chest I was referring to. Like, this is practice. That's what this is. Yes, we started off with this as an attempt at a speedrun, and unfortunately we died. It happens. Like, let's just... let's not worry about the timer. Because we've still got plenty of stuff that we need to practice. Oh, we can get through there without encounters. Interesting. Today's been a very, weird day for streaming for me. But either way, I will make the credit Okay, so I can get away with it on the way in, but not on the way out. And now we are literally gonna go the same way we came. Because all we know is that we were attacked. We have no idea what's going on or why, you know, there would be a creature coming out of the ceiling. But we're not gonna worry about it. You make it more enjoyable. Like, I like when the jokes that are being made. Like, fortunately, this is not a game that requires a lot of... like, there's only very specific moments that require a lot of concentration. Because this is an RPG. Here's the glutton boss. I find it amusing that almost every boss in this game... Ah! For a second, my screen wasn't updating, and I was just like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on. And we're not gonna... we can only hit him when his mouth is open. But, like, otherwise it would just be a waste of time. We want to stay close to this area, because we'll know... yeah, see, we'll know when he does it, because the perspective will change. And he keeps coming closer. And we wait until he's... there we go. We wait until we start moving towards him, because that means he's sucking us in enough that his mouth is open. Once again, we're going to take the grenades and... because that was about 4 grenades in total. For that phase, I should say. At this point, we are not going to fight him. You technically can kill him, but that is the slow way of doing it. Because he has something like 2,000 health. We need to dodge this. And at right now, we don't really have to worry about that, but we are absolutely not stopping, because he is still sucking us in. It's just we can't go forward yet. Our next step is we're going to energy shot. We want to get... we still want to maximize damage on him, because we want him to move. We want him to keep moving, so that he will go into the squisher. We're going to stand here now until he's fully down, and now he gets the squish. Again, more recovery items, which are fantastic. Basically, this is the first part where... okay, this game technically has a good, normal, and bad ending to it. Unfortunately, the speedrun does the bad ending because, well, it's a speedrun. And, like, if you do the good ending, there's, like, certain steps that you have to do in order to get the good ending. Basically, it's actually Pierce that saves you instead. No, it's not Pierce that saves you, but, Pierce actually shows up in, this, like, in the shelter later, and, like, you can actually return to, Dryfield at night. I believe this is... Yes, the floodgate password is 18. What that did is that drained all the water down here so that we can now travel it. And again, at this point, like, we have 380 BP. Losing a bunch at this point is rather negligible. Yeah, that guy, unfortunately, there really isn't much we can do to get around him without taking damage. That would be faster. Now, because the water's drained, they can't engage us directly. But these ones can. Which we're still not going to do. And we've now gone around in a circle. So basically, we're going to take the elevator. But if you go the other way, you can actually get back to Dryfield. Which, again, you can use to unlock the normal and good endings. We aren't going to do that because that's slow. So... pretty sure we're gonna have to do this. Nope, I was wrong. We're still gonna keep going. So we do have to run all the way through here. Because what we're trying to do now... is get back to the laboratory that we were at before. Thank you. Because we still need to get back to that lab that, you know, we were stopped at before. Now we've been given a card, so we should be able to have access to where we need to go. Which is actually funny, because because we would actually have needed the card anyways. So, like, if that guy hadn't attacked us, if there was a way around him, it actually wouldn't change anything. Wait a second. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Oh, wow, I went the wrong way. And this is why this is no longer a speedrun. Like, I'll admit it, I am exhausted from today. I've done a lot today. Also, we are very low in health, and we should heal ourselves before we die. Like, I need to remember this stuff. Like, what I need to do... So, yeah, we need to go to the left again to the breeding room. I need to... One of these days, I'm going to make my own notes. Like, I might actually even do it tomorrow. Where what's going to happen is that I'm going to put the notes specifically for where I need them. Because there are clearly some spots where I do specifically need them. And that's not a bad thing, it's just... Especially for a game that's an hour and a half world record. So this is where we got attacked before. You don't even need to be at the card reader. See, that's the thing that we didn't see before. And again, I maintain that we are still going to work towards having the credits rolled today. Three E I L 2 S 2 Y. What? Okay. A E O A3E I L M 2 S 2. There we go. Yeah, I made a mistake on the password. I forgot the 3. That's what happened. ATP, Melissa Pierce, Mojave Desert. Basically, if you don't answer any of the 3 questions correctly... Oh, come on, 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 come on. No, I don't... That's the problem. You have to... It's also about learning how long each of those takes. Because if you hit the confirm button, obviously it moves to the next screen. But if you don't hit the confirm button, you know, you can just cancel immediately. Wait, no. That's the way that we don't want to go. We want to go this way. You know, normally when you play this game, it's yeah, that door is locked until the final boss. This one, however, is open now. It's interesting that this is where the cutscene is, but like you actually have to go up here before, because if you just try to continue the other way, the game will eventually. There's a but one of the things here. Yeah, see. We need to make sure that door gets open, because that's the garage door. So we do need to operate that, because that's where we're going next. And this one too. Ah! That's only a few extra seconds out of our way. Air, why are you getting in the way? Yeah, now he has the most powerful grenade launcher in the game, which is hilarious. And he won't share it. Like, I don't know where he's getting these guns from. Before he had a freaking assault rifle with a, with a flamethrower on it, and like, itchy nose. There we go. So let's see. So it will be the first one on our left. That's actually a common version of the next boss we're gonna fight. Yeah, we have 5,000 experience right now, and we have nothing. Nope, nope, wrong way. That's the lab. Here we are. Like, this is why I need to make notes, so that I don't do that on an actual run. Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna go explore other ways. You're like, okay. So we're coming up on my 2 least favorite puzzles. One of them I'm getting better at because I'm actually speedrunning this game again. The other one is just annoying. It's annoying because of tank controls, is what I will say. I will say that if it did not have tank controls, it would not be nearly as annoying. So here we are. So Pharaoh, feet, eye, leg. So Pharaoh, feet, there we go. Oh yeah, they're still debating my existence as a speedrunner. Because the thing is that I'm doing it at such a speed that even if we were to talk about the fact that, you know, like, even if I was to write notes for it, like, the only thing I could really write notes for it would be, which order they have to be in. Like, that's the only thing I could think of writing notes about for that. We're gonna take the recovery. Like, there's coming up the one puzzle that I actually, without fail, actually need to have a note for, because if I don't, I can't complete it. There are two other solutions for the sliding puzzle. One gives us an item that is not worth the time, and the other gives us monsters. And we're not really interested in fighting monsters. Like, it's actually kind of funny how close we are to the end of the game at this point. I actually have this puzzle solution on my other monitor, because I hate the puzzle, and I really don't have time to deal with it. But the problem is that going fast always means that extra items that you want to get, you can't. Like, that is unfortunately the way speedrunning works. Like, theoretically, when I get better, I should reach a point where I don't need to get the holy water. Again, these are enemies that we actually never... Oh my god, you... I don't like you. We never actually kill one in the speedrun, which I think is hilarious. Can we avoid them? Yes! We can! Fantastic. So... red... yellow... blue... white... blue... white... red... yellow... white... blue... yellow... red. Yeah, that is unnecessarily complicated. It's literally the only puzzle in the entire game that I cannot memorize, nor do I want to. Well, there's technically one other answer for it that gets you access to an item that will increase your defense, so it reduces the damage you take and increases the damage you deal with your gun by 20% each, called the Crystal Skull. We don't actually get it. Like, I'll be completely honest, from a casual perspective, this is a cool area, just because, you know, you can, like, see the creatures that you would be fighting that are completely under, like, above you. No, I don't want to... Okay, good, we almost accidentally engaged. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about avoiding him. But here is the other big doohickey. I really need to get a boss so I can make commands for things like sharing my Discord channel. See, this is one of the reasons why we had disabled security, because otherwise it wouldn't be impossible, but this would be infinitely more annoying. What? No, we're just gonna... I don't want to... There we go. This is a ringer solution. We absolutely want that. Ringer solutions are the equivalent of elixirs. We've still got a few things to do. Again, I'm gonna keep this up until we get credits today. What I said before, and that's what I'm standing by. Yep, more cinematics that we're not going to pay attention to. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so we're going to go to the right. No, we need to... That will be the last one we get when we need to. Oh, I want to go down. So this is a funny part because this technically you engage, but you actually have no requirement to. You can just open the door. And this is the only spot in the game where we technically get a small break. Oh. There we go. He is the only thing that needs to die here. Yep, that's what we want. Remember that time, like, a few hours ago when I said we would need that extra MP2 boost? This is what it was for. We're gonna get healing, we're gonna get metabolism, and we're gonna get plasma. Let's see. That doesn't even do much to make it worth it. So how many grenades do we have? 36. So this is one of the last fights that's actually a threat. Okay. We're doing that first so that we can... We're also... Boom! So the way to do the maximum damage in this fight is to make sure the girl's in range. Unfortunately, we have to do a plasma each time. Otherwise, she'll have the antibody back on the boss. And this is where the MP boosts come in. As you can see, even if we wanted to, we're in no position every single time. Like, if there's the little, like, gold lights going from the girl to the boss, that means that the boss has antibody and will take half damage from whatever we do. And remember, we're doing this at a rate of, these are our energy boosted shots as well. Because plasma does two benefits here. It interrupts the boss. And then also interrupts the girl. Eau de Toilette is an item we'll be using for the final boss of the game. It gives us a status called Berserker. Berserker means that we can't use our MP or check our items, but we do a lot more damage. Which, in the final battle, is what we kind of want. Boop, 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 boop. Come on. There we go. More cutscenes. Like, I think what I'm gonna do is... I definitely really want to do it is, have a, like, where I'm gonna make my notes. Like, I'm gonna have to get, like, a notepad and whatnot. But, like... I want like an almost casual playthrough where I'm gonna be like, oh no, wrong way, wrong way. There we go, come on. And like, I can actually show all the cutscenes in that practice. Come on. Yeah, as soon as she is physically on the platform, we can go up. Which is fantastic. We come out here. We don't have the girl anymore because we skipped cutscenes. Like, when I say I'm going to make notes, I mean I'm going to have, like, a physical thing of notes. That's what I mean. And, like, a lot of it is gonna be, specifically for, like, navigation purposes. So, like, for example... Oh yeah, by the way, we've killed the last boss that we're gonna fight with the grenade launcher. Like, that was it. The next boss battle we do will be the final boss. But yeah, no, I wanna actually have, like, a stream where I can show all of this stuff, like, because I feel like it'd be really cool to have, like, just to have a stream where, like, I get to make my notes so that way I can stop making these common mistakes that I continue to make, and everyone else can actually watch the cutscenes that happen that you don't normally get to watch when I'm playing because, well, going fast. Like, even if we use the time that I've been streaming for so far, I've been live for 2 hours, and this game's average is 6 to 8 hours. We're still not bad. Okay, and so... we need to go the long way. So that means we need to make a hanger right, I believe. Yeah, because the other way would end up just leading us to a locked door. I know what we're going to do here. We go this way. Because the other way is locked. Unfortunately. There is still security systems, but there is also golems still. And luckily the security systems do not care for the golem soldiers at all. Got through there. Time for one of my least favorite enemies. Actually, no, just the least favorite enemy I have. The Bishop Golem. Basically, even if you try to, like, go through this area without him, what will happen is that he will, he'll teleport and then just charge in front of you, so you have to dodge him. This is the route we want to go this time, underground parking. Absolutely don't care about any of that. Our favorite friend is going to come here again, yeah. And I'll be completely honest. There's two important things to remember. First of all, the Bishop Golem in general, when you have, yes, Karki. When you are playing this casually, like, oh my god, he is freaking terrifying. And then on top of that, come on, let's go, vroom vroom. But, like, so there's a special mode called Bounty Mode, I believe it's called. And what happens is, it's a regular playthrough, except that there is, golem soldiers throughout the entire game. Which, every other golem soldier, not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. The bishop's golem, however, pain in my ass. I hate... Like, I can... Because here's the thing. If I know where my enemy is, I can deal with them. Like... See, look at that. Like, that's what he does. He charges you, and then hits you. And he can also inflict status ailments. So, like... Ugh. But yeah, we are very close to the end of the game at this point. And, like, I'm still practicing because it's like, avoiding these golem soldiers is annoying as heck. And, like, knowing where to, like, specifically make sure that I'm mashing buttons. Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yes! That is technically the end of the golem soldiers that we need to worry about in terms of a speedrun. There is technically a possibility of one more, but that is the bishop golem. And the bishop golem specifically, there's one spot where he can get you, but in general, he probably won't. So now we are going to do our final gear up. We'll grab this ringer solution, because final bosses are, you know, annoying. We talk to Rupert here. I believe that's his name. He gives us our final gun. And the ammo we will use on the second phase of the final boss. Like, that's the big reason why we don't care about doing any more buys. But technically, there is 2 more things we need. And one of them is pepper spray. We want the 44 Magnum ammo. Honestly, at this point, 250 ammo should be enough. It, like... This thing uses... Yeah, like, I cannot imagine. So... This is called the Meta rounds, which is a reference to the first game. We need to have 3 pepper sprays. That's important for this. We don't really need the GPS anymore. We're not gonna need the holy water anymore. That's just not a thing. But we're gonna keep it anyways, because we can. And now we go back in. And now we get to go through here as if there's nothing here, because they all got shot by the army. Oh. Pedestrian airlock still. Whatever. Move out. No, we don't care. Oh. There we go. See, that's the way you're supposed to be able to do it. Like, to try to skip all of that stuff. So yes, we do want to go left. So the elongated ones are the southern ones, and the shortened ones are the north ones. I already have a save, so I'm not concerned. Like, as long as you're moving, that is completely inconsequential. Yep. Cutscene. This is why I want to show these off, because, like, I'm still treating this as a speed run. So, what we want to do is actually, no, we don't. We want to, use our healing. And now we are going to P energy, pick up energy shot. Apparently not. That's okay. We've got our HP back and our MP back. One final check. We've got the 44 Magnum equipped. We've got the recovery, we've got the holy water, we've got the recovery. Final boss, stage 1. So the first thing we are going to do is give ourselves energy shot. In this phase, we are absolutely just gonna tank this. And this is why we have metabolism. And now we're at the point for healing where we will use a recovery 3. That's what we want. He opens up. I've died a few times on this part, so I know how to do it. Important. Right now, we need to energy shot. There we go. Phase 1 done. Yes! At this point, we don't really care. However, we are going to be removing the holy water. We are going to be adding the toilette. Ringer solution again. See, this is why we need these, because they are amazing. We definitely want MP boosts. Our next step is we are going to be moving to the meta ammo. Let's see. No, instead of this one, we are going to exchange it with the where is it? 44 Magnum. And now you need to use Yoshida's card. Okay, so this for this boss, the first thing we need to do is actually get away from it. Because if we see, it'll try to do that, and we need to energy shot it. Nope. Ah! Okay. Oh, the toilette. Can I still use items? Can I use items? Protein capsule. Important to note, we are no longer under Berserker. And this is why we make sure we have the 44 Magnum ammo in... Okay. Ah, frickety frack! Okay, now I can do something about the paralyzation. Come on. Metabolism. Come on, die! Nope, come on! Come on! You've got to be close to being dead. We have a save point for this, though. No, this is still good. We're good. It's just irritating. I want to show you, like, this is literally the same thing. The only real difference on this is that with this save, I have the extra Magnum ammo, but the problem wasn't that I ran out of Magnum ammo. This is why we're practicing it until we get a completion today for it. Which, like, we can singles, we can kill the first phase easily. That's not a problem. The problem is that when he starts making all of those, like, duplicates of himself, that's damage. Like, they do status ailments if we don't, like, kill them. Like, they're threats. Let's see. P energy, we have 4,000. Yeah, we are absolutely going for energy shot 3 this time. Like, first phase, I know exactly what I can get away with. There's the Bishop Golem. Sometimes we can do it without it, but other times he just still gets to engage us. Which is ridiculous because you wouldn't fight him at this point, no matter what. Anyways. Again, first thing we're gonna do is energy shot. And this is also the reason why we're using, come on! There we go. So, reload. Recovery 3. Metabolism. So, again, we can do this again like we did before. That's not a problem. We need to make sure we have energy shot. Oh, crap, crap, crap! Oh, we're dead. Oh! I don't know how we survived that. Oh my god, the pepper spray did 5 damage and that ended phase 1! But no, my point is that we've got phase 1 good. That was just a targeting malfunction, you might call it. So again, we're gonna... We missed a ringer solution. There's apparently a third one we could have gotten. But we are absolutely starting with the metas. And moving the 44 Magnum. And we're going to put the protein capsule in instead of the holy water. We're going to get antibody 1 so we can recover our MP. And again, we're pretty much in the same spot that we were the last time. But this is why I'm doing practice, because the problem is that the final boss has a weak point, but I don't know exactly where it is on him, nor do I know exactly how to completely take advantage of it. Like, for the most part, I am just shooting every shot I can get a chance. So... eau de toilette. That way we can protein capsule. Eau de toilette gives you... oh, crap. Metabolism! Oh, I didn't do it in time. Oh, god dang it. I'm gonna keep at it. Eau de toilette gives you what's called the Berserker status. And the Berserker status specifically will prevent you from being able to use PP. But instead, you get a massive damage buff. No, you did not distract me. I was playing risky because I knew I was low in health and I should use a ringer solution. But I was trying to go against that. And I knew better myself. But I still went for it anyways. And as a result, I took a hit that killed me. Like, that was entirely on me. But again, this is the side that's not that pretty. Because the only way you get better at a fight and learning what you can and cannot survive is by doing this. Like, now I know better, so I know that if I'm at low health and I have that extra shot, like, yeah, your keyboard seems to be having some sort of issue. You might either need to clean it out or get a new one. So there we go for that. We're gonna pick up this just because it does it faster and costs less. Ooh, if it's a pricey one, then you should be able to, it should have removable keys, and you should be able to remove each key, and then that way you can like get any cleaning that needs to be done that way. So we're gonna start again with energy shot. Like, we don't even bother with these attacks at this point. Like, come on. Like, we already knew we were going to have to use a recovery 3. That was expected. Metabolism use. And there we go. Come on. So... No! Please, 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 please don't be too late. Yes! I can get a maximum of, I need energy shot immediately. And then pepper spray. Yeah. That's what we want. Next steps. We're gonna use healing. We're gonna learn antibody, which theoretically we should be using anyways. We're gonna load the meta rounds. Priority here is... No, not loading, but moving in. We want to have our ringer solutions here too. And we don't need the holy water. In fact, we're going to use it. Because every ringer solution being a full heal is something we want. Wait, so just double check. We do have the Eau de Toilette on. Yes, we do. Good. Like, I definitely need to grind this boss out a lot more. Protein capsule. Yeah, see, that almost killed me. I'm expecting him to pop up right... Oh, he took me out. Didn't see that coming. Oh my goodness. Come on. No! Come on! Stop him! Stop him! Okay, I definitely need heals right now. There we go! Yes! Yes! I will always watch this cinematic. This is my favorite cinematic to watch. See, this boss has a lot of annoying mechanics that damage you in the first place, but then also has like status ailments and everything else. Like, I mean, in a casual run, you have a lot cooler guns at this point, so it's a bit of a different fight. But as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the hardest speedrun fights to actually do. Now I am gonna fast forward it because I just want to show what the other mechanic the game has, because it's kind of interesting. Which is a replay mode, which we basically don't touch, but see, it's everything item we got in the game. That shows how much XP we total got, MVP we total got, and then we can buy these items from the beginning of the game. We don't care. Yes! But that is gonna be it for me for tonight, on account that I didn't expect it even go this long. However, what I am going to do is... Oh, that's what happened there. Okay. What we are going to do is raid a friend of... Not a friend, but a person I think is cool. Because I would like to let you guys, you know... like, this is the opening cinematic. It's kind of awesome. I enjoy it. I will be sending you to a, again, someone who I think is a fantastic streamer. His name is Daikon. Thank you for watching. I should be streaming tomorrow as well. And deploy.